all the infections that the sun sucks up, bogs, fens, flats, on prosper fall, and make him by inch meal a disease. His spirits hear me, yet I needs must curse, but they'll nor pinch, fright me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless he bid 'em. But for every trifle they are so set upon me, sometimes like apes that mow and chatter at me and after bite me, then like hedgehogs, who lie tumbling in my barefoot way and mount their pricks at my footfall. Sometimes I am wound with adders, who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Lo now, lo, here comes a spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll lie flat, perchance he will not notice me.
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. There's another storm brewing. I hear it sing in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one, looks like a foul bombard that would shed his liquor. If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. Yon same cloud cannot choose but fall by pailfuls. What have we here? A man? Or a fish? Dead? Or alive? A fish! He smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. A kind of knot of the newest porjon. A strange fish. Were I in England now, as once I was, and had but this fish painted, not a holiday fool there but would give a piece of silver. There would this monster make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man. Well, they will not give a doit to relieve a lame beggar, they will lazy out 10 to see a dead Indian. Legged like a man, and fins like arms. Warm my trough, I do now let loose my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm is come again. The best way is to creep under his gabardine. There's no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud till the dregs of the storm be past.
I shall no more to see. Here shall I die ashore. This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. But here's my comfort. Oh, the master, the swabber, the boatswain, and I, the gunner and his mate, left Moll, Meg, Marianne, and Marjorie, but none of us cared for Kate, for she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor, "Go hang!" Loved not the savor of tar nor of pitch, yet a tail might scratch her where'er she did itch. To the sea then, boys, and let her go hang! This is also a very scurvy tune, but here's my comfort.
Do not torment me. Whoa!
What's the matter? Have we devils here? Do you put tricks to butts with the savages of Inn? Huh? I will not be afeared by your 4 legs, for it hath been said, as proper as man ever went on 4 legs, cannot make him give ground, and it shall be so again, while Stefano breathes us nostrils.
The spirit torments me. Oh!
This is some monster of the isle, who hath got, as I take it, an egg. Where the devil should he learn our language? I will give him some relief if it be for that. If I can recover him and keep him tame and get him to Naples, he's a present for any emperor that ever trod or needs leather.
Do not torment me. Prithee, I'll bring my one home faster.
He's in his fit now, does not talk after the wisest. If I can recover him and keep him tame, I will not take too much for him. and he shall pay for him that hath him, and that soundly.
Thou dost me yet but little hurt. Thou wilt anon, I know it by thy trembling. Now prosper works upon thee.
Come on your ways. Open your mouth. Here is that which will give language to you, cat. Open your mouth. This will shake your shaking, I can tell you, and that soundly. Open your chaps again.
I should know that voice. It should be, but he is drowned, and these are devils. Oh, defend me!
4 legs, 2 voices, a most delicate monster. His forward voice speaks well of his friends. His backward voice is to speak utter foul speeches and to detract. Come, amen. I will pull some more on thy other mouth.
Stefano!
Doth thy other mouth call my name? Mercy, mercy. This is a devil, no monster. I will leave him. I have no long spoon.
Stefano! If thou beest Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I will pull thee by the lesser legs. If any legs shall be Trinculos, these are they. Thou art very Trinculo indeed. How did thou came to be siege of this mooncalf? Can he invent Trinculos?
I took him to be killed by a thunderstroke. But art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hope now thou art not drowned. Is the storm overblown? I hid me under this dead mooncalf's gabardine for fear of the storm. And art thou now living? Oh, Stefano, to Neapolitan state!
I pray thee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things, and if they not be sprites, that's a brave god, and bears celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
How did thou escape? Swear by this Bible how I came to hither. I escaped but upon the butt of a sack of which the sailors that day heaved overboard. By this bottle, which I stole with mine own hands when I was cast ashore.
I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for that liquor is not earthly.
Here, swear then how thou escapest.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
Kiss the book. Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stefano, hast any more of this?
The whole butt, man. My cellar's hid in the rock by the seaside where mine one is hid. How now, mooncalf? How does thy name?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out of the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when the time was.
I have seen thee and her, and I do adore thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush.
Come, then. Down and swear.
This is a very shallow monster. I have feared of him. A very weak monster. The man in the moon. A most poor, credulous monster. Well-drawn monster, in good sooth.
I'll show thee every fertile inch of the island, and I'll kiss thy foot. I prithee, be my god.
By this good light, a most perfidious and drunken monster. When his god's asleep, he'll rob his bottle.
I'll kiss thy foot. I swear myself thou subject.
Down and swear.
I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. A most scurvy monster. I could find in my heart to beat him.
Come, kiss.
But that this poor monster's in drink. An abominable monster.
I'll show thee the best springs. I'll pluck berries for thee, and bring thee wood enough. I'll plague upon the time that I serve. I'll bear thee no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
A most ridiculous monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
I'll bring thee where crabs grow, and I, with my long fingernails, will dig thee pig nuts. I'll show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmosets. And I'll bring thee clustering filiberts, and sometimes I'll collect scandals from the rock. Will thou go with me?
I pray thee now. No more talking and lead the way, monster. Trinculo, with our king and our company else being drowned, we shall inherit here. Here, bear my bottle, fellow Trinculo, and we shall fill it by and by again.
Farewell, master, farewell, farewell.
A howling monster. A drunken monster.
Nor dams I'll make for fish, nor fetch and firing, requiring. Nor scrape trencher, nor wash dish. Cacalban has a new master, got himself a new man. Freedom, heyday, heyday, freedom, heyday.
A brave monster! Leap the way!